What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Maths Guide. Today we are going to be finding a percent of a number. So let's waste no time, let's go. Okay, what are we going to remember today? Well, we're going to remember there's a little trick. We can find 1% and then multiply. Let's see what that means. This first example says 40% of 85. So what we've got to remember is that a percent is still a form of a fraction. So we're looking for a fraction of 85. So if we imagine that this bar represents all of the 85, 40% of it will probably be something around there, this purple section just here. So if I had to make a guess, I would say my answer could be somewhere around 35. Always good to make a prediction first, just in case our answer is miles away at the end. But in order to find 40%, like we said, roughly around here, what we could do is find 1%, this little part there, and then we could multiply it by the 40 to get to our 40%. So how are we going to find this 1%? Well, we need to understand that this entire bar represents 100%. So 100% equals 85. So if we're looking for 1%, what we've basically done is we've divided this 100 by 100 to get to 1%. So now what we need to do is get our 85 and also divide it by 100 to get to our 1%. And the beauty of using percentages is we can just use our place value chart to help us. So let's build that up here. I've got my ones, tens, hundreds, decimal, tenths, and 100ths. Where would my 85 go? At the minute, I've got 8 tens, 5 ones, and if I'm dividing by 100, all I need to do is come 2 places down my place value chart. So my 5 would be in the hundredths column and my 8 would be in the tenths column. So my answer would be 0.85. So 1% equals 0.85. So this little part here, this 1%, is equivalent to 0.85. But if we remember, we're looking for 40%. So to find 40%, all I need to do is get my 0.85 and multiply it by 40. So hopefully we know how to use column method and multiplying by decimals, because at the moment I have this 0.85. I'm going to forget this decimal for now and just put 85 times 40. 0 times 5 is obviously 0. 0 times 8 is obviously 0. Put my placeholder for the next column. Now I'm multiplying this 4, but it's not a 4, it's a 40, so I need a placeholder. If you're not sure about multiplying, go and watch that video on the channel now, because that's super important. 4 times 5 is 20, and 4 times 8 is 32, plus my 2, 34. But now, because I originally avoided this decimal, what I now need to understand is that the 85 was 2 places after the decimal. So now I need to come 2 places back and put the decimal in place. So my answer is 34. So 40% of 85 is 34. Now that's just one way of solving it. What we did there is we found 1% and then we multiplied. But there is another way of solving a question like this, and that's to understand that 40% is actually the same as saying 40 over 100, because percent means out of 100. So the fraction form is 40 over 100. And this of basically means multiply. So 40 out of 100 multiplied by 85. And 85 as a fraction would just be 85 over 1. And now I might have a slightly easier multiplication question, because my first line is 40 multiplied by 85, because I multiply the numerators first. And 40 multiplied by 85, 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 4 is 20. Then it's 8, but it's not an 8, it's an 80, so put your placeholder. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 4, 32. Add those up, 0, 0, 4, 3. So my fraction would be 34,000, and then my denominators, 100 times 1 is 100, and then all I've got to do is solve this division question. 34,000 divided by 100. Again, I could use my place value chart to help me. 34,000 is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. decimal tenths, and I think I'm going to need hundredths as well. So 34,000 divided by 100, everything moves 2 places, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't forget to put my decimal in place. So my answer again is 34. So that's the second way of working it out. I can just convert it into fractions and then multiply across until I get my final fraction, which then is essentially just a division question, and my answer is 34 still. So far we've worked out a way of keeping them as percentages, turning them into fractions, but we also have a third way, would you believe it, and that's to turn them into decimals. And that's because percentage fractions and decimals are all just different versions of fractions. So let's do this same question now, but let's turn it into a decimal. Well, 40% as a decimal, we would need to understand that if we again look at our place value chart, and this is why I always say to all of my students, it's really important to understand place value charts because we use them all the time. Ones, tenths, hundredths. 40% is basically saying we have 40 100ths, or in other words, 0.40. So 40% is 0.40, or I can get rid of that 0 here and just call it 0.4 because that's the same value. And remember, of means times 85. Pretty straightforward. Again, let's pretend that this is not a decimal for now, and we just put 0.4 times 85. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 0 is obviously 0. Put back my 2, gives me 20. Second line, 8 is actually an 80, so put my placeholder. 8 times 4, 32. Stick it straight in. Then I can add it all up. 0, 0 is 0. 2 and 2 is 4. 3 on its own is 3. But don't forget that at the start, my 0.4 that I converted into just a 4, officially what I did was make it 10 times larger to become just 4. So now I need to make it 10 times smaller to become 0.4. And to do that, I'm going to put the decimal place one place from the start. Or in other words, how many digits were after the decimal? 1. So now I need to also make sure there's 1 digit after the decimal. So what's the answer? 34 again. So I have 3 ways of working out a question like this. I can keep it as a percentage, find 1% and then multiply. I can turn them into fractions, or I can turn them into decimals. Let's do number 2, 25% of 450. And for this one, I'm going to keep them as percentages. So at the moment, my 450 represents 100%, and I'm looking for 25%. So let's first find 1%. So I can do 450 divided by 100. I'm not going to use my place value chart. I'm going to understand that my decimal would be here, and the digits would move 1, 2 places around it. So my answer would be 4.5. So 1% is 4.5, but I'm looking for 25%, so I need to do 4.5 times 25. And again, just for now, let's forget it's a 4.5 and just do 45 multiplied by 25. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 4 is 20, plus my 2, 22. Now it's time to multiply this 2. 2 times 5 is 10, and 2 times 4 is 8, plus my 1, 9. Now I can add it up. 5 plus 0 is 5, 2 plus 0 is 2, 2 plus 9 is 11. But don't forget, I had my 4.5, there was 1 digit after the decimal, so I need to make sure there's 1 digit after the decimal in my answer too. So my decimal point just goes here. So my answer is actually a decimal number, 112.5. Simple. And finally, question 3, 8% of 90. For this one, I'm going to turn them into fractions. So 8% is the same as saying 8 over 100. And I'm multiplying it by 90, which would be 90 over 1. Here I go. 8 times 90. 8 times 0 is obviously 0. 8 times 9 is 72. So my answer is 720. 100 times the 1 is 100. And then 720 divided by my 100 means I'm going to be moving my numbers around the decimal place 1, 2 times, leaving me an answer of 7.20, or just 7.2. Easy! We have just learned how to find a percent of a number, keeping the numbers as a percentage, turning them into fractions, or turning them into decimals. So now it's your turn. With these 3 questions, I would like you to keep the first one as a percentage, second one turn them into fractions, and the third one into decimals. Try all 3 methods. Press pause on the video now. Once you've got an answer, put it in the comment section for me to have a look at. Press pause, good luck. And there you have it. That is how to find percentages of numbers using all 3 methods. Hopefully this video has been helpful for you. If it was, head on over to themathshelter.com where you're going to find loads more videos to help you with everything you need to know about your age group maths. But for now guys, see you in another video. Peace out.